Hi, my name is Jared Datema, and these are a few of the things that I learned in EDM 310 in the fall of 2010. First of all, I learned about blogging. This is something I was totally unfamiliar with. I learned how to create a blog, how to view a blog, how to add things, and edit my own blog. It was a really enlightening experience. Got to see a lot of cool things that were done with blogs, from blogging with younger students. That was neat. They got to see the importance of their work, as opposed to just doing something and turning it in and getting a grade on it and maybe bringing it home to mom and dad. It's something that goes out there and gets posted online, and for anybody and everybody in the world to look at. So it kind of stresses the importance of doing a good job, more so than not. And it's also neat to get to follow a few blogs. I learned a lot of good information from doing so, and I think there's a few that I may continue to follow even though they're not required, just for some good, useful information. And they're entertaining as well. I learned the importance of networking. Classmates and teachers and other educators, and even students can provide a lot of insight for educators. I think a lot of people in our class have provided good insight to Dr. Strange, and so I think everybody learns from everybody, and so that was kind of cool. I learned how to use a lot of things on Google. I really had only used Google as a search engine in the past. I set up a Gmail account. I used Google Docs for sharing. I used Google Presentations. The Google Forms, that was neat. We got to create a questionnaire and send it out and get a variety of feedback from a wide range of people, and that was really cool. I learned how to use Skype, which is actually very, very easy to use, but it was something that I didn't know anything about. I don't have any family that lives here in town, and so having my kids, they always want to call grandma and grandpa on the phone, or my aunts and uncles, or whoever that lives out of state. And we've used the webcam before, but it's not good. You'll be talking and it's way behind what actions you're making, and the Skype is more in real time, and so we use that a lot now, just to talk to people. The kids, they love it, and I enjoy it as well. Talking to relatives in Michigan, Florida, and all over the place. So I really, really like Skype a lot. YouTube. I have videos on YouTube, something that I never thought would happen. I've viewed a lot of stuff on YouTube, but have never, ever considered putting anything on there myself, and now I have stuff that's on YouTube, so I thought that was pretty cool. And YouTube is, I'd always just use it for entertainment purposes, but a lot of the stuff that Dr. Strange gave us to watch was really cool stuff, really powerful educational tools out there on YouTube. It's not just for entertainment purposes only. So I learned that as well. Overall, just the importance of technology in a classroom. It's phenomenal the things that you can do. And when I graduate 2 years from now, the things that'll be available then. I think it's important to, as educators, to have a class like this, to be able to see what's out there now and maybe get a glimpse of what's going to be out there in the future and be prepared to use these things. You've got a lot of kids now who are more computer savvy than some of the older teachers that have been teaching for 25, 30 years. And that's unacceptable. So we need to be able to at least stay on par with our students and what they know technologically. So that was the main thing that I learned. I thought the class was really good. I liked the way it was set up. The fact that you were given your assignments, it was your responsibility to check them, and a lot of times Dr. Strange posted additional assignments, and it was your job to keep up with that, and it was all due Sunday at midnight. And it was all on you, to make it happen. So I like that. But with that being said, with it just being an online class, we had some group projects, and those were actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed being able to collaborate with other students and get some things done. A lot of classes, you just go to class and you work by yourself, and that's it. But this was nice to get other people's perspectives and be able to work with other people, because I think that's an important aspect, is being able to collaborate and work with other people. And most of all, the class just made you think. There was help there all the time. I mean, the computer lab was set up where there was always somebody in there. You could call anybody, you could email anybody, but for the most part, it was all on you. I mean, here's your instructions, figure it out. And so it really made you think, kind of outside of the box, as opposed to just reading something in a textbook and answering a question. You actually had to read instructions, and a lot of times, even with the instructions, you had to just kind of feel your way through things. And so that was kind of cool, just figuring things out. So I definitely enjoyed this class, and I recommend more like it. It was good. So that's all I've got.